Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message, okay? Let's get started. I've pre-shuffled the decks. And the bottom of this deck is awareness. Okay, so you're coming into some kind of awareness. You're opening up to something, or something is opening up to you. Things are becoming clearer. Let's see what else you get. What else? Coming into awareness. Morality. Interesting. This is the Queen of Swords. This one's a little different. Although the Queen of Swords in the traditional deck, she's pretty strict. She's got her rules, she's got her boundaries. And she makes sure that people don't step across those boundaries or ignore those rules. This one has to do with morality, and that takes me to a, kind of a churchy vibe. They've got the big cuffs and the collar and the hat. It's giving me Handmaid's Tale kind of vibes. It's just totally strict, and this is the way you have to do it, and there's no bending or breaking. I think maybe some sort of an awareness is coming about regarding that type of energy, that kind of thought process, because it's a sword, so that is the mind. And I think someone's looking at, I don't know, their morality or how they view morality, possibly. Let's see what else we get. What else? We got the last two. We have consciousness. That is the Ace of Swords. That's coming into the awareness. You've got this card, breaking through, and then awareness. With a little light at the third eye. So this is the current energy here. So you go from starting to become aware, looking at maybe some things that you'd like to change, and your consciousness is kicking in. It's like you're almost getting a little more zen, more peaceful. And then we have existence. That's the magician energy. Okay, magician is all about manifestation. Bottom of the deck is the rebel. That's the emperor energy, taking charge. So it's like someone is like taking charge of some sort of like how they look at things, the way they view things. They're coming into some sort of a new consciousness. This is you. I mean, this is your reading. And I think from that new consciousness, you will be able to manifest what it is you want in your life. I think maybe, this, not knocking church, don't hit me up in the comments, but this churchy vibe, there's one way, there's this way, only this, and if you don't, then you go in there, and that kind of stuff. Whereas the consciousness is, everything flows through you. You are a major part of this entire existence. You know what I mean? Not a rule book that you have to follow. It is naturally within you. I hope that's making sense. Okay. And you're taking charge of this. It's like you are accepting it, and you're not afraid to say, yes, this is what I believe in. This is who I am. But it took you some time to get to that point. You had to come into this awareness. Okay, so let's check into this morality. This is the recent past. That's the Sun. So the Sun is the happiest card in the deck, but also could have to do with children. Okay, so that's where, you know, your morality as it relates to children, possibly like the things you do in your life, how it affects the children kind of thing. Um, if you do this, then you're not a very moral person. You're not upstanding, what have you. And I think you're breaking that, knowing that you are everything. You come complete. Whether you decide to exercise it or not is another thing. But I think you are maybe having another look at how you view maybe, you know, spirituality versus other ways. We have the Nine of Swords. That's sleepless nights. That's anxiety, not being able to rest. We have the Queen of Wands, which is someone that is very attractive. And we have wish fulfillment. It looks like someone's in their head over someone that fulfills their wishes. They're very attractive, but maybe something to do with your morals, the way you view situations, or maybe, you know, she's supposed to be like the hot mama of the deck. She gets everything she wants. She's, like I say, that sexy creature. And maybe you are in your head about this person because that person fulfills your wishes. And it might go against your morality, your morals, your taught morals, how you're supposed to act in certain situations. Okay. Clarity, gaining some clarity over something, and you're using your intuition. And there's the Magician again. So you're beginning to manifest. You're looking at things differently. You're seeing clearer. What held you back and kept you up at night, you're starting to see through it. I think it's the awareness versus, you know, just following a list of directives on how you're supposed to act to be considered moral. And there's the Ten of Pentacles. That's that happy home life. So I think you are maybe reevaluating the morality thing, and you're seeing clearer. The other way was not fulfilling any wishes for you, a little stagnant, you know, layers and layers of stuff you had to break through so you could see clearly. No longer like in the dark about a situation. Ten of Wands, putting those burdens down. There's Queen of Cups. That's someone, that's an energy of having a very open heart. Big difference between these two as well. This one is loving. This one's a little scary. I don't even know if that's a he or a she. But this is a softer, you know, this is very hard and harsh. But you're putting down burdens, and it looks like there's a heart being opened up to something new. Something new. Leap of faith. Brand new. The Fool. So I think you're putting down maybe how you thought things should be, or, you know, A plus B equals C, but not all the time kind of thing. And you're looking at things differently, and you're about to take a leap of faith in a whole different direction. There's an opportunity. There's another passionate opportunity. So you've got a 3D opportunity, maybe a new job, some sort of new situation, new money, and then you have a new passion, something that you're passionate for, something you're passionate about, but you're about to open your heart, you know, not worry about what other people think about you or say about you, or how they feel about your morals or whatever. You're going after what opens up your heart and what makes you happy. Going after it with the Chariot, fastest moving energy in the deck. and you're moving toward it victoriously. So I'm getting that you've done whatever work that you needed to do to come into this awareness. And you've got the Ten of Cups. That is the happy, emotionally happy. Everything is going well. Family life, your love life, your heart is open. You're receiving more and more. So this is nice. This is very good. You got many things coming to you, many choices. So let's look at this consciousness where, you know, that third eye is opening up a bit. Things are starting to move and groove. That clarity. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So maybe gaining some clarity over a heartbreak that you've experienced. Maybe that's what, this heartbreak is what brought you into some sort of awareness. Maybe someone you're dealing with broke your heart. And your morality would not let you, I don't want to say do anything about it. You had to look at it like out from under this brim, which you can't see anything. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Okay, so we got cycles closing, coming under consciousness. Closing old cycles, old ways of seeing things, old ways of doing things. Because you're finding your happiness down here. You've begun to manifest your way out of something that was burdensome to you that kept you up at night. And you gained the clarity and you began to manifest better for yourself. And I feel like now you're following your intuition as far as what you're attracted to, what you're drawn to, what have you. And that is what you are starting to manifest into your life. And you're beginning to build your firm, solid foundation. Putting those burdens down and opening your heart and going towards what you care about. So those cycles, old cycles are closing or have closed. Cycle completion. Four of Pentacles, that's that scarcity mindset along with the Empress. So it kind of feels like, are you scarcity mindset, the world? So now it's like you shut down one thing and you've pivoted to look at the next. And scarcity mindset is in between closing the cycles and the Empress. So it's like you did what you needed to do on one end, but now you're afraid that maybe it might be too late to possibly come into maybe connection with an Empress energy. Someone that you're very attracted to, which for me, she's not that far from the Queen of Wands energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles, ultimate achievement and strength. With the Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. So I think you're making moves towards what you're excited about. What you know is like a very grounded connection. But you're taking your time and you're moving slowly and meticulously. Taking a lot of strength, because I think you just want to go run bolting to wherever it is that you want to be. But, you know, it's better because consciousness is still swords. You thinking, you know, that's not the best thing to do, is to bust in wherever it is you're going or whatever else it is you want to do. So you're taking your time, and it's taking a lot. But you are afraid that you might have maybe missed an opportunity. And there's the Sun again, happiest card in the deck. So you're going towards your happiness. You see, you're clear on it. You understand the things that were holding you back in the past. Ten of Cups again. And Three of Cups. Three of Cups, a new opportunity. I think you have a new opportunity And maybe a new type of commitment. Maybe someone else is coming in, and it's, time to celebrate. We have someone from the past. Maybe this is from someone from the past that you are about to maybe go back to. Seven of Swords. Sneak back to. So what I was going to say when I hesitated a second ago, maybe this is the reason why you've come into awareness, because you have found happiness with someone from the past. Maybe this is all preparation for you to go back to what it was, whatever it is that you're missing from the past, or that, I don't know if you've been with this person from the past, or if this is just a reunion, someone maybe you met that maybe now you might be sneaking around with. That doesn't go well with consciousness. How is this strategic? Is this strategic? It feels like this was something that you probably wanted to be with in the first place, but you maybe had another commitment elsewhere, and that brought in the morality. But you started seeing the light of, possibly what makes you happiest. And it's not this, because the first card out is the Nine of Swords. So there's something coming back from the past that I think you're going to be slipping around with. Seven of Pentacles. Reevaluating something. You're like trying to plant some seeds here. Because this energy is making you happy. This is Ten of Cups energy. Down here too, going towards that Ten of Cups energy. Here is the Ten of Cups energy from the past. Because up here you are thinking, this is what I'm going to do. Can I do this? Will they accept me? Kind of thing. But this is your ultimate achievement, and took strength to get to this point. So here you are. Bottom of the deck, Chariot again. Moving forward, moving forward. So you may be about ready to get back with someone else from the past, leaving this old thing behind. Looks like you're doing the work. You're coming into an awareness. Whatever mental process was holding you back, I think you've overcome it. And now you're looking to move forward. The bottoms are moving forward victoriously each time. There's that new spark. So there is maybe someone from the past that's coming back. I did that out of order, didn't I? All right, so let's look at existence, which is manifestation. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. That's getting that enlightenment. Maybe you're figuring out exactly what it is you want to bring in. You're going after it. And then maybe now you're looking at how to manifest it. How to make it come into fruition. And I think it has to do with someone from your past. All right. Let's see what pops. What do we have for Sagittarius in the near future? Moving into smoother water. So you're on your boat. You're on your way. You got a chariot here. You got a boat here. So you're on your way somewhere. Moving into smoother waters. Going out for an adventure. That's your energy too. Knight of Wands. That's your energy. Going on out there. I feel like there may be a little bit of remorse or regret for maybe what was left behind. But you are moving forward. Taking charge in that Emperor energy. And we have the Empress right... Where'd she go? Right there. So that's divine counterparts. So this could be the one. Very nurturing energy. Choosing that path. Making those plans. So it kind of feels like, you're on your way. You're excited about it. You take a break to, say your goodbyes or whatever. But then you get back, on your emperor horse and you charge forward, going towards, something that's more nurturing. And I still think you may be choosing how to do it, how to get there. That's the page. You could be checking to see if, what someone else is doing, what this other person is doing, if they are available. And you're making your plans from that. What else? Mind manipulation, the Star, and the Hermit. I'm getting that, I don't know what happened with you and this other person now in the past, but it looks like it's saying that it feels like there's definite healing here. Definite healing here. Someone is gone within. But the same person is someone that was playing mind games. Now, I don't know the situation with you and the second person. But I'm trying to feel, I'm feeling that maybe some manipulation is trying to heal, but maybe a tendency to manipulate. I feel like someone has taken time out to take care of that, to handle that, become balanced, taking their time and being very meticulous with this. So something is being, I feel like something is being let go of. Some sort of energy of manipulation or, winning at all costs or whatever. I don't know if this is you or if this is your person. But I think it's being let go. There's that Queen of Wands. So I'm getting that this energy, this Queen of Wands energy can't be approached or will not be approached with the bull crap, with the mind manipulation, any kind of sneaky behavior. There's that moving forward. Or this is communication. Maybe this person communicated that to you, maybe upon their return. Or maybe you said this to them upon their return. But someone is definitely coming in, and they're coming in fast. I feel like this is someone that you're very attracted to. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck is that spark. There is that spark. It's still there. Someone was left out in the cold. We have collaboration. So it's like somebody has moved forward because they felt alone. And I'm thinking that goes back to the morality up there. Three of Cups to the Ace of Cups. But I think someone has done work on themselves and they're ready to come in and celebrate. They have an offer for the Empress again. I think this Empress is doing so much in this energy. She's looking good that this is what's prompting someone to come in. Either this energy is coming into you, or you are going towards this energy from the past. I think enough time has gone by probably between the two of you. Some lessons have been learned, maybe, and there's a Hierophant. That is a commitment energy. So I think things are coming together. There's still some, nitpicking, like, don't do that again or else this is going to happen. This is coming from this second energy. This first energy, I'm not sensing that anymore. That's kind of waned, kind of played out by the time I threw the first card. They exist, but they're not what the key factor is. Key factor is, it's like you have begun some healing work, healing to be done with this first energy and the mentality that maybe came with that, you know, the guilt that you were feeling about maybe wanting to move forward somewhere else, doing something else. It's putting burdens down. Maybe you were financially attached to this person somehow. But you decided to take a leap of faith from it. I feel like you feel that you've done your job here. You've done your work. It's time for you to move on. Okay, because everything's talking about moving. Everything is moving at the bottom, going into the next phase. Okay, let's get a blanket statement. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. What time is it? Okay, we've got the King of Wands. He goes after what he wants. And Queen of Wands has been showing herself all through here. So this is a counterpart situation here. We have the Emperor and the Empress out here. All right. Ooh. All right. Seven of Cups. It's confusion. Lots of choices. Collaboration. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so just looking at the cards, it feels like there's a lot of things that could have been done in this situation, but it feels like the choice was made on who you're going to work with and who you're going to plant seeds with. So the decision was made. Three of Cups, same kind of cards. And there's a celebration. Eight of Swords. It's that mental prison, self-imposed mental prison. So I feel like even though things are looking up, things may be moving and grooving, there's still the little in the back of your head where you get a little guilty. You know, the morality thing probably kicks back in. You know, maybe you're feeling a little guilty because you're happy and that you have a new beginning, a whole brand new beginning. Yep, Ten of Cups. Again, that's the third time I've seen Ten of Cups out here. So you're on your way to something happier, something healthier, something less restrictive. You're learning to go within, trust your intuition, and not be like held down by other folks' rules and regulations. Because all these rules and regulations were written out by men, not just masculine, but by man. I feel everything comes from within. You know your heart. And there's the Ace of Cups. Brand new cup of love. So this looks good. This looks good. I don't have any bad feelings about it. It's like time came. You did your part. Time to go. Moving forward. Worried about what's going to happen with whatever's coming from the past. If that'll work. But, you know, you're building. Looks like your confidence is building. You're ready to plant seeds. Still have a little remorse about what went on in the past with your other person. But you're looking forward to your new beginning. Okay. So let's see what you need to know going forward. Financial stress. So like I said, maybe this person, we were a part of the finances, a heavy part of the finances. But anyway, let's see. Financial stress. Financial challenges are a mirror reflecting where realignment is needed. The flow of abundance hasn't stopped. It's waiting for you to step onto the path where your efforts and purpose align. Okay, so this is your new path. I didn't see anything where you experience any financial stress or anything, but I am picking up on stepping into the path where things align because you were in a stressful situation. You were stressed out. And you went within and you got the enlightenment that you needed. Let's get one more. Live your truth. Your truth is your compass, and the time has come to follow to follow it without fear. No more hiding, no more compromising who you are. Do what feels right, even if it's not what others expect of you. That was a mouthful. That was the reading. And that's what you're doing, and that's what you need to do. Okay, so let's get a word of advice. Toxic. Some around you are brewing deception, sweet lies that dull your judgment like poison. Stay vigilant. Don't let these good intentions become toxins that hinder your progress. And you're getting out from under that very first thing. All right, then we're going to wrap this up with a card of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Bottom of the deck is Romantic Love with Aphrodite. So I'm feeling good for you as far as this second energy. I think you will be happier with your next move. So out with the old, in with the new, huh? Let's see, what else? Or I should say out with the old, in with the older. We have Sophia with Divine Wisdom, with Aryan Rod and Time at the bottom of the deck. So we have Sophia, beautiful colors. Number 47 with Divine Wisdom. Alrighty. 47. Human wisdom comes from personal, am I out the picture? Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, we are asking for guidance from a source greater than us, a great unknowable mystery. When we receive it, it is often life-altering and affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia, who brought the material world into being, arrives to show you how fate and destiny operate in relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, opportunities and meetings spring up as if out of nowhere. Your life begins to work out, and you sense your alignment with a higher power, with a higher purpose and power. Trust you are divinely protected and directed. Practice the act of faith before results. This is an essential key in co-creating your world. So don't stop dead in your tracks with that Four of Pentacles thinking, oh, what if they don't want me? That scarcity mindset. Get out of that. Now your alignment message is, when you are disconnected from your higher power, you begin to believe that you alone are the source of abundance in life. It is wise to commit to a conscious and deliberate daily connection to a higher power. When you forget to do this, you may place too much attention on materialism, work, money, goals, and the like. The goddess Sophia reminds you that it's the spiritual aspect and the invisible aspect, the essence of your desires, that means more than the form. You may be mistaking something false for divine guidance. It's time to come back into alignment and receive true divine guidance, divested from wishful thinking or ego attachments. Opening to the wisdom of the mystery of the universe is your alignment task now. Let the goddess Sophia guide you to your magic. The most meaningful and beautiful expression of yourself is waiting for you. All right. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. But most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. So until the next time, I'll see you then. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.